heading out to one of my favourite lakes, that is Lake Samson Vale. I'm going to give the Canon R5 a bit of a run for some landscape photography. Now, I checked out my Clear Outside app and it said there's going to be 100% high cloud this afternoon. As I was driving out here, I could see, yep, it was really high, and I was getting a little bit excited because I was thinking, if the sun gets under that, we might get some nice colour. But it's a good opportunity to bring the Canon R5 out here with me, and I've got it adapted with an EF 16-35 f2.8, and I'll put my filters on the front and see how we go. But yeah, stunning afternoon here today. So the Canon R5 has the 45 megapixel sensor in it, and when it comes to my new mirrorless camera, that's definitely what I'm looking for, as a larger sensor, because look, I'm a self-confessed cropaholic. I love cropping in on everything. But I can't wait to check out the dynamic range on it as well, because this afternoon, as the sun's going down, it's probably going to have a bit of a darker foreground. So in post-processing, I can't wait to see how the Canon files come up when it comes to that dynamic range. Just making my way around the lake's edge here. Over here, something caught my eye actually. I'm just going to walk over this way and check it out. Bit of a stump in the ground. It's just half covered in water. I think that might look really cool. But that is one thing, you know, when it comes to my new mirrorless camera, I have to be able to do landscape. There's just no ifs, ands or buts. I have to be able to do that predominantly, realistically. I mean, the fact that the camera can also do, you know, bird and wildlife photography as well, that's a nice have. But yeah, realistically, my first love is landscape. So just before I start setting up, I just want to reiterate, I've got to thank the team at Canon Australia for sending me out the R5 and a couple of lenses to try out. In no way are they paying me to do this video, so any sort of opinions that I've got of the camera are mine alone. If you've watched my channel, I've been here before a number of times. That cloud is looking really good up there. Fingers crossed I should get some nice colour. Also, I've noticed these couple of trees here. If I can't get the type of frame that I'm after with this other tree, I might make my way around to here, because those are looking promising. But also over here, I found like these old type of weeds that are growing up out of the water next to these sticks. And it's really minimalist. And I was thinking something like that with the color of the clouds above, it should look really nice. Tell you what I'm gonna do. It's about 4 o'clock, about another hour before the sun goes down. I am going to go and find a nice shady spot, have a drink, a little bit of something to eat, come back and set up. I hate it when my wife swaps water for vodka. Pretty amazing sunset I've got here. At the moment, what I've done is I've got the Canon R5. I've got a 0.9 Leaf Filters hard grad. It's still a little bit too bright, but I'm going to smooth out those ripples of the water by putting in a 10 stop ND. This is the big stopper from Leaf Filters. The thing I'm really loving about the Canon R5 is that fully articulated screen. I can just pull it out, flip it up, and I've got all my info on it. You know, it's just so easy to read. That is one thing I'm really enjoying about the camera. Very easy to use, very simple. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to wait for that sun. It'd be about another 10 minutes. Sun should just be getting down just behind the mountains. I'm going to get a shot there with the 10 stop ND in. Just one thing I just quickly neglected to say, I'm actually on ISO 100 as well. So the settings on the camera are ISO 100, f11. So now I've got a reading of about 8 seconds. That should be just enough to smooth out that water for me. Just ducked around to the other side of this little cove here, and the colour has started on those clouds, and I think it's going to spread across onto these ones here. So there's my main subject, my composition right there, just those couple of little dead trees. Let's get in position and get a shot. Colour is just starting now to drift across onto this cloud bank, so I'm getting all these really beautiful pastels. There's purples, there's pinks, there's apricots. I've got this nice little bit of a foreground just here with these type of like weeds going out, and then there's my two little dead trees, and then I've got this cloud. So the cloud is on the top third of the screen. I'm at f11 ISO 100 and I'm at 1/10 of a second. Actually, I'm just going to lower that down a bit. Let's go to 1/15 of a second, 2-second timer release. There's our shot. Well guys, that was sunset, and that was the landscape photography side with the Canon R5. Fantastic camera, it really is. You know, I just love the ease of use with the Canon R5, and that fully articulated screen just comes in so handy. All my info on the screen, the way I can just access it so quickly, it's just amazing. So my next test will be bird and wildlife photography next week. Tune in for that one. Never stop creating, and I'll see you next time.